I like it.
Hanging out with Josie Bissett in her kitchen feels like you're gabbing with your best girlfriend. It's easy to forget that her home on Lake Sammamish is a million miles away from where she first made her mark, on Melrose Place.
Thanks for putting the Melrose Place theme song back in my head all weekend.
I know, how does it go?
Yeah.
Do it.
You do it.
I need a refresher.
It's like near, 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 near. And then there's you guys, you're walking.
We're walking. I remember that day.
What was that day like?
It was so, I was so young and like kind of just getting into the business. And I remember walking down Melrose and you know, really having no clue what it was going to turn into.
What it turned into was a cultural phenomenon. The twisty plots and captivating characters on Melrose Place made it must-see TV in the 1990s.
Her character, though, Jane Mancini, I mean, everybody loved her because she seemed so nice, where the other ones were kind of mean.
You're trying to get dirt?
I'm not trying to get dirt, but Jane's like the girl next door.
Yes, and you know, there were times where I felt, oh, I wish I got to play, you know, someone a little more bitchy or edgy, and in the end, I'm so glad that I played Jane and was the girl next door, because that's really just who I am at heart.
We didn't actually, it just kind of...
Jane was mostly good, but that doesn't mean there weren't a few catfights, especially when it came to clashes with her character's on-screen sister, Sydney.
What about that scene when you came home and your sister, Sydney, had your grandma's wedding dress on?
Oh yeah. Is that Graham's dress? Graham. Get that off!
I said to take it off! Just gotta rip it!
Oh, I'll rip it. We had it in one take because then I jumped in the pool, and so we had to get it, and thank God we did.
I love that pool scene. It's so classic. It's like
it is so
true
great.
catfight.
It's just in slow motion.
But when you came out, Jane was so composed. Like she totally had it together, even though Sydney was freaking out.
Oh yeah, that's right. The hair, the wet short hair. I can't even remember what I said.
I think what you said was something like, I think she said like this, you ruined Grandma's dress, and then Jane was like, it's perfect for the Bride of Frankenstein.
That's right.
It's now tailor-made for the Bride of Frankenstein.
By the time Josie landed that star-making role, this Federal Way native had already modeled and acted for years. She grew up in a close-knit and supportive family.
I moved to LA when I was 17, 18, and started out modeling, and then started just like TV, movies, and commercials were what I did first, because I did not have any aspirations to be an actor.
Oh, really?
What
were you doing? Just modeling?
I was just modeling, yeah, and then I was going to go to college. Like everything just sort of started to fall into place.
She found success early on in the sitcom The Hogan Family as Cara.
I think if it didn't happen within a certain amount of time, I would have switched careers, because it's a tough path. It's a really tough path to be an actor. You know, it's a lot of rejection. I played just sort of the straight-laced person that was like not the funny one, but got to be funny because she was so straight-laced and so clueless and stuff like that. But I loved it. To me, sitcoms are the most normal show to have a normal family, a normal life.
Family has always been Josie's top priority. She was pregnant with her first child when Melrose Place went off the air, and Josie decided to pick up a pen and add author to her resume.
The show ended, I had Mason 4 months later, and then just was like, oh, I need something to do, right? And so that's when I started writing. The first two were Making Memories.
That's right.
Yeah, and Little Bits of Wisdom, and those were more parenting.
What made you think that you could even, I mean, you're an actress and you're a mom, and then you're like, I'm just gonna write a book.
I think when we all, like anyone has a creative idea, if we start thinking about, well, if someone else has done it, well, of course someone else has done it. That's how things evolve. So I just realized, don't do that. Like, if you have an idea, go for it without thinking too much. So that's what I do.
She's written 4 books, including the award-winning Tickle Monster, all while being a single mom of 2 and an in-demand actress.
Nick?
These days, Josie's co-starring in the Wedding March movie series. It's on the Hallmark Channel. And she's with her former Melrose castmate, Jack Wagner. Here's a fun fact. The two barely crossed paths on the nighttime soap.
We didn't know each other really, like we're on the same show, and here we are doing this series of movies together. We have so much fun. We have such a good time together. It's kind of like a long lost brother or something, right? Because we have this trust in each other.
She plays Olivia Pershing, who reconnects with her college sweetheart just before she's about to marry another man.
So I finally am playing like a romantic comedy type character, and it's the most like me that I've ever played.
Get out of the house!
It may seem like the Seattle sweetheart is living a charmed life, but 3 years ago, she almost lost it all in a catastrophic house fire. It reduced her home and her life to rubble.
You said this is a house fire? House fire! Okay, all right.
It could have been worse. It could have been worse. And if we wrap our minds around what it could have been, we can be grateful for what it was, because someone could have lost their life.